Vegas team made in a week, let's say, right? You're seeing them in Pro 8s. They're scrimming. We'll see how much better they're going to get. But yes, Skyline has been their go-to in all their matches.
No, I think that's a good point. That's been the big thing. We figured they would struggle at the beginning. Do they improve? Do they get better and better like we've seen some of the international competition do once they're getting regular scrims against the top teams in the world? Nice little opening start, at least here. His kick's able to get two. They'll lock down the opening hard point. And I mean, the slaying numbers have been there for them at times. They've been competitive in some maps. They've just panicked at the end of some games. Not had the ice when they needed to, and that's one thing that you think will improve with time.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, listen, yeah, you can slay with the best, but yeah, it's just sort of your team movement, how you're working the map. Already a great start here, and that's what the Nets was talking about. Who's going to be running the second sub? Because, yeah, King's stats individually, they don't look great, but honestly, a lot of the times you watch some of their matches back, my man's just getting baited, right? Like, they're losing games, and we got 1.3s and everything going on. That's just, like, not the best sort of kind of what you want out of your team.
No, I mean, it doesn't usually look good if like your stats are okay, but you're getting beat by 100 in a hard point. No, that's for sure. But at least the beginning of this, they were turning kills into time. Right now, though, it's Ultra trying to answer back. Nice sequence of kills there. Only one left up will be X, the other side. You just take out Clean X, so that'll force Joe Deceives to get into the hard point. At least alleviate some pressure from around the objective, if only for a moment. And with 40 seconds remaining here, after being all Falcons early, it is now all Ultra as they make their run.
Yeah, you saw right there, a slow start for Ultra in their series. Slow start in that first one, but yeah, back to the second hill, they play for spawns. Clinics has been so good throughout this year. And when you talk about Ultra, and yes, losing Envoy and Scrap, a big deal, but they've created this culture, right, within the CDL. They are always going to be a team that is competing for titles, and a big part of that reason is due to Kleenex and Insight and what they have brought to this squad.
Oh, 100%. Well, it's Kleenex and Joe Deceives right now that are on their 4 sprees. One of those comes to an end, but yeah, I think we've talked a lot about the culture. I mean, remember, it started kind of as like a boy band at the beginning of the CDL. Remember, they had what, like, it was like
10 of them.
Yeah, 10 people on that roster, and it was a lot of wackiness early on, but it started to solidify. It's been a great organization to follow throughout the history here of the CDL. Beans, a newcomer to this culture, have a rough start at 2-7, and well, it's about to be basically a tie game as the Falcons now answering back. Just been a game of trading blows so far.
No, really, yeah. I mean, considering this is Skyline, we haven't had too many breaks. Now maybe a chance here as Joe working through the middle of the map. 3 go down here for Falcons. That will be all 4. But yeah, it was pretty clean P1 and P2. Not the normal chaos that we see on this map, but you head over towards this P3. There's gonna be a lot of trading as King. Be able to find a multi-kill with that sub, but Beans, a slow start, but now on 3 in a row.
Yeah, he is a guy that can absolutely go nuclear at any given moment. Starting to come alive in this one, as you said. Now we'll focus our next hard point. Playing deep is Roxas, but he is going to get cut down. So he gets picked immediately, though. He's the guy trying to fight for those back spawns early in this hard point. And then Joe Deceives starts cleaning up. 11-4 start out of him, and all hard point control. Over to Toronto Ultras, where he saw that crazy finish to a hard point yesterday. An absolutely wild one. It can get a bit insane here.
Yeah, and I think weekend 1, when you watch this Vegas team, when they were in their spots, they looked comfortable. But breaking these setups in these hills, that's where they're going to need to find a way to improve. And over towards this P4 now, they do get some early pressure, but all Ultra now starting to circle.
Yeah, and I mean, I was talking with Ann earlier, you were talking about how they just get a little panicky sometimes. And I imagine when you've got like the rotation, you've got the setup.
Game's easy.
Yes, the game is easy. You calm down, your comms calm down as well. When you're trying to break or the pressure's on, you got to learn to kind of take a breath in those moments, and that'll come with more reps. Or it won't.
Or it won't.
Yeah, we'll see. But so far, so good here as Ultra continue to build this lead. Shots a little bit off for Joe Deceives, but he's 14-6, so can't give him too much flack.
He can have a couple.
Now, into our second set of rotations where you start off nice if you're a Falcons. We'll see if they'll be able to do it again, but behind Beans is double. And they might be in trouble early at this point.
And yeah, just the constant pressure here from Ultra. Near the objective, just winning the gunfights kind of where it matters is, yeah, they're now collecting this time. What, it was like 35 points on that P1. After that, it's been all Ultra. Kicks from up top, able to find one, but you got to get the player off the hill. Inside just hanging out.
Well, I think that's what happens, sometimes maybe when the comms are panicky, you're panicking a little bit, you get in this cycle, right? Where like, you aren't rotating first, you're trying to break, you finally break, it's late in a hard point. We're back to it, trying to break the next. You just get in this unending cycle, and next thing you know, you're down 100 points. And that's probably sometimes where like a maybe more experienced team in the league finds a way to get out of that cycle, whereas they're still working on that.
Yeah, 100%. Maybe you get a chance here for Dead. for a brief moment, so you find some scrap time, and now it's just a fight for these rotations. But again, Rox is trying to do his best to stay alive, but all three of his teammates going to spawn out. And it's just when they're dying, right? With 5 to 10 seconds left, you're going to make that game so much harder. But maybe they get the pressure on right away as Exit is able to find one, make it a double. But Ultra right now up 100 points. They are cruising in this hard point. Let's go to a listen in with Toronto.
I'm on spawn piano.
Let me give that tower, okay?
I spawn.
Still back.
In time, two in time is low.
Malk is dead.
Piano. Two in time. Yellow piano.
I'm in time.
Two time, both time. Nice one in kitchen maybe?
Missing one. Someone Malk be stunned. He's still back. Challenge hill.
I vote up.
There's only two on you guys. I killed 2 spawners.
I'm dead.
Last guy is
Wait up me.
a body.
No, zero.
I'll go low. Take your time here.
He's in mid near then.
No one's top.
You can do the double jump if you want.
I will.
Oh, playing tight as fuck, bro.
Yep.
I'm gonna side across, dude. I'm going slow bed, maybe.
Give me a sec.
Jim.
I got stunned. What the fuck?
Heavy now.
Where'd he go?
Jim's
Alright, weak.
Unless
One
I
on
catch
left side,
it.
yeah.
I'll go to take me across.
He's not right corner. He's not brilliant shooting. Holy fuck.
Top on me, guys. I don't see him.
He went top down. He went there.
I'm gonna jump.
Just running.
I'm just gonna kitchen Roxanne. Weak.
Keep shooting.
There's just doubling their kitchen.
You can go to the right corner, I think, and shoot him.
One shot back down. They're just playing the line. They're playing the line. Just wait.
Someone. I'm waiting for you guys.
Let's run it deeper.
Could be Jim.
One minute.
The listen in, and still a massive advantage here for Ultra, about 60 points away from closing it out. Control right now for Falcons, but that slips away pretty quickly, and they'll have to rotate to pick somebody else into the hard point. They're going to make a run. It's got to happen right now. They need this time. They need this setup for next, and they've got to make a massive rally.
Yeah, unfortunately for Beans, we were on his POV when he jumps off the map there, but you know. Yeah. I mean, you heard down in now listening. Obviously, the comms that we're used to from Toronto Ultra rosters is very calm, cool, collected, but a little bit frustrated, right? Just trying to find maybe an opening for those breaks. As Falcons did a great hold there, and now you win this rotation over to P4. Yeah. It was so good at kitchen, and like I said, Ultra, they were frustrated. Could not find a way to break on through. There's now, what, a 50-point lead with 50 seconds left on this P4.
Well, that's why I said right, we can't listen. Like they literally had to get that time and get this rotation, otherwise the game's over. The lead was just too significant, but they have had a great stretch here. A lot on a booty to make the play. Wood paneling there might be enough to keep Insight alive.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, he hits the shots, it sounds like, and yeah, just runs out of bullets. And you saw as soon as he goes down, boom, the spawns pop up for Ultra, so they're in control.
Can they get a big break here? 40 now for the win for Ultra. Able to take out one, at least clear him out of the point for now. Weak and stunned up is Exnit, so the rest have got to help him out. Abood doing his best. Roxas there with him. Exit through on the feed as well. Everybody rallying here late, but still a lot of work to do. Still trailing by 50 as we get back into a P1. Nobody there yet. You saw working underground. That'll be Abood trying to make the play. We'll see if he'll find the route and the time. He is able to get in behind enemy lines, alleviate pressure from this side of the map, and stay up as the pressure comes in. His teammates finding kills as well, and now you're able to get into the hard point. He is moving. He is grooving. Abood is making the plays. Unfortunately, your teammate just lost the fight around the hard point. That's going to make things tough.
Yeah, I mean, what, Joe was 14-5, I want to say, at one point, and that's just how this game has changed. 21-20. He was on 5 in a row. But yeah, again, losing the fights around the objective, doing such a good job fighting him back, making this a battle. You see it in the stats. They can slay with the best of the best. It's just, when can they execute to find these wins?
If they didn't go in a 100-point hole, they'd be in a pretty good spot. Just came out a little bit too slow. Didn't get turned up to what, halfway through the second set of rotations. And it is still possible, but God, it is going to be tough. But here we go is right. Big gunfight win there. Beans is going to get smoked. New hard point popping in 3. Purple arrow starting to fly forward, but at least the early time is going to be the way of Falcons. Chipping away, chipping away, chipping away. Just trying to erase this deficit. It's 4 straight for Exnit. Eyes on 1. I thought this would be a much easier gunfight than it was. He almost got zapped.
Yeah, but they broke. Again, it's just when they died on that rotation. You had the positioning, you had P2 control, but well, I think with 3 seconds to go down, the spawns come in for Ultra. They flip the map on its head, and now you need a break. So it's like they got one step done. They got to that setup. It's just when they got taken down.
They certainly make it incredibly competitive down the stretch, but now in trouble losing this one. Just 5 points needed for the W. Ultra have got it locked down. Their holds have simply been stronger, and that will be the map 1. Ultra are going to take it. Maybe frustrated times, you said in the comms a little bit. This is one they thought they were winning by 100, 150, and they kind of let Falcons roar back into it a bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's just sort of, you know, a couple of times what we've heard versus, you know, just some teams going up against this Falcons roster. I think just, yeah, it's a different play style. Times to be a little bit confusing. The way they may play the game, and yeah, you just hear it in the comms.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ultra still able to clutch up.
Yeah, they did. And that is, you know, I was going to say, Falcons were doing what they haven't really been able to, is really making some late game plays, like really making it competitive down the stretch. And if it was a closer game, maybe they would have had enough in the tank to do it, but they just needed so much to really just get back in the game and make it a fight.
Yeah, and again, the lane slowed down. You started to get some breaks at key times, really through that second set of rotations, P3 and P4, and that's what brought them back into that one. But just taking a look at your stats here. Again, you're slaying with Toronto Ultra. But the Ultra team are just a little bit further ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, you called it like Joe DeSiebes as well, like double, triple positive to start, and then as that run came in for Falcons, it really started to flip on its head. But what the deficit was, it was 90 to 100, right? The biggest it got, somewhere right around there. And that's just, I mean, that's tough to come back anywhere, but especially on a skyline. The fact that they really started to bring it back, they got it as close as what, 40 or so? A hell of a rally from Vegas Falcons, but
if that one gunfight goes King's way, they would have had the spawns, would have had the time, maybe a different game.
Yeah, well, there's Beans.
Yeah, we all saw it.
Taking the dive off. That one, I didn't think he was going to win that fight, but was able to do it.
This is it. Ooh. Oh, so he didn't run an ammo, no. It was just, yeah, the pole was in the way.
That's what I thought. That's what it seemed like. Just.
Well, it seemed like he just like stopped shooting him, and like he just thought, oh, my shots were going to connect.
Yeah. Oh, wait, we're hearing hit markers, aren't we?
We're hearing them. We're not seeing them.
Oh, that's what it was. That's right. I was like, I mean, it's the thing. It confused the hell out of me sometimes. Like when I'm watching, I'm like, how weak is he actually? Because at least I'm hearing him, but not seeing him. As you said, a little sigh there. Guy's a little bit frustrated. But hell, they brought it back, and it was a much more competitive game than I thought it was going to be. So the lead, yeah, even it was over 100.
Yeah, and then you see that 50-point sort of P3, which is impressive considering that P3. And if that P4 goes a little bit cleaner, then we have ourselves a very close game. But Ultra able to find that break. Insight with a big win in the back. They're able to win rotation over towards P2. But now we're going to hang out on Protocol for a bit. But I think one thing we wanted to see was a second sub, and that was exited throughout that game, right? It was King just time and time again, just felt like he was all by himself, just isolated.
Yeah.
It's just not going to work versus these top teams, so they needed a second one, and exited was that player.
Checking to make sure my bow looks okay, Joe.
Looks great.
I still feel beautiful. But all right, now we get forward to Search and Destroy. At least the first series we casted for them this year. Hardpoint didn't go well. They bounced back. I think it was Skyline. They had a significant victory there. They made some really good plays in Search and Destroy, and that's where they're going to have to catch people early on. You can't take me seriously at all, can you?
No, it's absurd. And honestly, I was looking at the fire. I was wondering when we got that. We got a nice little ambiance.
They've created a little romantic setting for us.
I wish you had some hot cocoa, some marshmallows.
Instead of just a hot guy. That's me.
Sure. Yeah. If that's what you're into.
I don't know what's wrong with me, but we'll look forward to the Search and Destroy as both teams chatting it through. We're in the Christmas spirit. We're feeling turnt. We're going to have a blast today. We've got 4 matches coming your way, and 4 tomorrow, and then, the break will come up. Then we'll start to, I don't know, this is like it almost feels like a preseason type thing. It's not, but like it feels that way. Like everything is starting to ramp up after the holiday as we get closer to our first major. And
well, as soon as we get back from holidays, the minor, right? We'll have the minor tournament. We'll see our teams in a tournament style, so that'll be great to come back to.
I realize this. It looks like this giant thing in my pocket. It's my mints. I don't need these mints in my pocket, do I, Joe? Do you want a mint?
I'm good.
Okay. Just figured maybe you would. Beans thinking about his flop off the map. He's trying to lock it back in. Some intense chatter, it looked like, going down between the Falcon side, just maybe talking through upcoming stuff with the Search and Destroy, or maybe something that went wrong in the last map. Hopefully looking forward and not behind, at least for now, when you're in the middle of a series. But we go to Protocol, and this is where you try to answer back if you're Falcons, or you try to continue what's been a good-looking start for Ultra. Joe DeSiebes and S&D so far this season. Getting the plants down, getting the gunny up. Solid stats.
I mean, honestly, that opening duel win percentage, 80%, that is an absurd one for him. And, the key for Ultra, a lot of the times just has been their search success when they go on to win majors.
Yeah, those stats are ludicrous. We'll see if he can keep that up because, getting the bomb plants in, also putting up a 1.28. Sometimes being the planter, not the funnest job, depending on the title. Babood gonna get the first. Traded out though by Joe Deceivs as he'll continue to work on those terrific stats. Stun doesn't connect. He knows he's got one in front. He'll work his way up the stairwell, and now trying to up those plants, and it's Beans that's got his cover.
Yeah, Beans able to find one. Now a 2 versus 3 for Accident Kicks. This is just going to be such a tough retake. When we talk protocol search and destroy, a lot of it is going to be around this A-bomb site. Whether you're trying to defend it or retake it. Accident, though, inside just trying to throw shoulders a little bit too wide. Does get caught. 25 seconds left. Here jumps both players for Falcons, and they find another one. So Accident finds 2 picks, and now it's all down to Beans. Had a bit of a rough map number 1, but can bring it back all right here. Just hanging out, staying patient. Hello, but Kicks doesn't hop the bomb. He stayed right near his teammate. Beans is thinking he's going to be on it, but he's not.
Oh, nearly such a patient and sick play there from Beans. I mean, the fact he has to get spotted on the slide through and the slide out. Like I thought in one of them he's going to get picked up. As we go to take another look at it, I am not sure if they're seeing a blue screen or just I am.
We are seeing many blue screens.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe some technical difficulties. We're working on it. Give us a second here. Sometimes I'm just not sure if it's just us or if you guys at home too. I think we're getting things fixed, but bear with us here for a moment.
But yeah, I think you saw from Beans' just facial expressions. Just
okay. Here we go. We're good.
again, just another situation. He's thinking differently, and yeah, they played just maybe a little bit different. And they able to clutch it out. But a great retake when you talk about that A-bomb site.
Well, what was there on the kill? Was it like 11 seconds or 11?
Yeah,
11 and a half. Joe Deceives, another opening duel win, but he is traded out instantly. 3 versus 3 now, but yeah, hell of a retake and little wall bang to finish that one off as Exton gets the kill. So numbers to Falcons. And they can keep enjoying these early numbers. They're going to be in a great position, but now we'll be in a post plant, and it's going to be on Beans and Insight to try and get the retake. Not going to be easy to hear when you already are at a deficit in the numbers department. Trying to clear everything. That's going to be nades flying everywhere. One's going to hit it. He's still able to win the fight. The nade, I think, hit him for like 50 HP. He still wins it. Gives Inside a chance now to clutch. 20 seconds to go. He's got to be quick, though. Brings it down to a 1 versus 1. The peak is in. Exit trying to stay up, and he's able to drop shot and win it. It is a close one there. There was time on the clock to maybe get a retake in, closer than maybe you'd like in a 2 versus 3.
And again, Falcons, just the passion on the side of Falcons, winning the big one-on-one. Exit did it with the sub in map 1, bringing it here now with the AR. But honestly, he could have just ran away. He could have ran away for the zip and played his time, but goes for the challenge, guns him.
What did we see on Skyline?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some, they've hit some incredible shots.
Ego challenge and winning some fights.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if the gun skill isn't matching maybe the objective play in Hardpoint, at least in the search we've commentated, like there's been some, the gunny's bailed him out sometimes. It has.
No, yeah.
5 and 1 from Exnid, 3 straight for him. And it's like, that's the difference. Yeah, you win one big gunfight. One one-on-one can be such a difference maker in Surge. Like, not really the same thing in Hardpoint. Yes, there are those big gunfights, but not quite the same. This time, Ultra finally is going to have numbers in a round as they
worked A, but Joe's got the bomb over towards P1 area, right? So it's like they had A control. Falcons are probably thinking this is going to be an A retake, but it's really not. So, watch Roxas and Kicks kind of go all the way through towards the top side of the map, but Inside just trying to recollect this bomb.
Able to get bomb back. 2v2, buff 40 to go, and at least for now, as you can see on the minimap, B going to be wide open. Beans playing for info, not really anywhere near him and the bomb, but there's so many things to check. You just gotta hope he gets a freebie, and he's able to do just that.
Well, Beans has some off angles, right? Another one right there. We saw it in round number 1, just not able to clutch it. Just not have been able to find the guy, but we're going to have another one-on-one situation.
I'm loving this. Give me one-on-ones all day. 25 seconds to go. He knows where Beans got the kill. Beans is feeling maybe a little bit of pressure to go back and check, but there's the spot in. Now what do you do if you're Roxas? There's just no time.
And honestly, what a read by Beans, because he should have been on this thing diffusing. He still could be, and you're going on these routes that are definitely longer than 7.5 seconds, but it doesn't matter.
There we go.
And again, just the facial expressions from Beans are killing me, because he's just like, it's just very different styles.
Yeah, no, what he's expecting maybe how to be played. Well, I mean, he knows where he got that first pick. But yeah, there's so much separation between him and where the bomb's planted. It's like, yeah, after the kill comes in, he could have just went straight to it and he would have had plenty of time. Plenty of time. He almost got caught. Thankfully, a nice little shoulder there to just spot for info. But that was my first thing. As soon as he killed inside, I'm like, I mean, you know where Beans got the kill.
No, we're being told that. Well, yeah, it took him about 16 seconds to get near that bomb. So, yeah, you had plenty of time. Twice.
Yeah,
got that
you really did. Challenge at top middle. No kill through yet. But Abood will be pushing it. Kind of holding his backside deal with it will be Beans. Trying to maybe pick up an off angle again. Well, he's actually wrapping back to check deep side of bomb. He's got 2 players near him. He's got a bit of help in the way of insight. Long range beamer there from Beans. He's still got multiple players near him, so he might be in trouble. He's got some cover here to work with. Trying to dance, dip, dive, stay up. Hoping some help comes in. It does. Buys enough time for Kleenex, another teammate to rally over. They've got the full troop there outside of Joe Deceives, and you're at a 4v2.
Yeah, but are you going to expect number 7? Roxas maybe could be the difference maker here to find Beans. Kicks, though, going to get picked apart. So you kind of had multiple players lurking throughout that round. The first one, King. You're hoping he gets the trade on Beans, but just a little bit too much cover. And then, yeah, the teammates of Ultra fly on in. There was a chance there. There was an opening for them to execute on to be on that round, but just couldn't find the kills.
Yeah, no. I mean, Beans' movement didn't look crazy or anything. He's had great cover to work with. Like, he had a lot to work with. He was panicking a little bit, but he stayed up just long enough for the help to come in. And they'll get another round victory there. As Ultra continue in this search and destroy, and Roxas chats it through with the team. As he's kind of left out to dry late in that round. I don't know if left out to dry is the right word, but it's that guy that's last alive.
Yeah, last alive. Tried to make a play.
Everybody dropping down low for Ultra. Outside of one playing top and inside. There'll be a boo with the beginning chow and not able to finish off that kill. Those gunfights, it can be kind of awkward where you're just shooting down there, hits a slide, and suddenly you lose him for a sec through the ladder.
Yeah, definitely want that to be a little bit cleaner, but it's okay. Yeah. You're able to get a first blood on the kicks.
Yeah, you'd love to get a kill there, but those, those can be a little awkward.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, looking down, slide hits. Either way, here comes a retake. And Joe gonna try to do what he can. He's gonna be the last player alive now in a 1 versus 3. 20 seconds, a lot to do.
And he is stunned up. Best of luck with that one. Great stun, great chow, diffuses in. It's another retake here from Falcons on B.
Well, this is just not easy. It is not easy to retake that bomb site. They have done it twice now. Obviously, the first blood's coming into play. When you have that 4 versus 3, that helps.
Yeah, 4v3 in both, right? Yeah, numbers in both. Just felt like... I thought for a second, like, Joe Deceives was going to be able to get maybe 2. But then you look up and he's last alive. It didn't really matter. But great job there on the retake from Falcons. We'll see if maybe Ultra try to change anything with their kind of post-plant setups there, or just not getting picked as the push comes in. Advantage, though, back to Falcons. Got 6 for accident leading the way on one side. It'll be Beans on the other with 6 as well. Oh, well, before he's really even started to shoot, he's already getting laced. Great shots there from Insight. Abu trying to finesse down low. He's going to get double chowed and dropped. Accident able to get out with 7 HP. I thought he was just going to send it for the second. I was like, all right.
Yeah, nice little, like, different kind of shoulder. But yeah, just peeking that. And, Falcons, they try to switch it up. Try to hit, like, a delayed A. Maybe catch them rotating off guard. But the big problem is, yeah, you get first blood at inside with some great shots. Window to window. And now it is exited with 50 seconds in a 1 versus 4.
Yeah, that's one of the situations you trust Insight to win his ones. And best of luck with that. Nothing he can do. Dominant round by Falcons in the retake, answered by a really clean one from Ultra. And that'll bring us down to 3-3. And dude, I love Joe Deceives. He just always looks like he's having a great time. I remember the first time, like, you meet some players for the first time, and some you have to have a certain level of confidence or arrogance to like play at this level. And you meet some, and you're just like, all right. But I just met him. He's just like this, like happy-go-lucky, like kid.
This is just like
he's great, bro.
Just a chill guy.
He's just a chill guy. Yeah,
he's happy to be here. Happy to be here.
He is.
Loves playing COD.
But he just, it's like a different demeanor and attitude than a lot of like people you'll meet, I think, in this type of position. And it's good to see him now on this Ultra team. First blood there for Kicks. We're able to double nade Kleenex. See if Joe can make the plays. He'll have bomb in hand. He has a lead man and Beans. They're trying to get here quickly. If you get a plant, get Beans back to his spots.
Yeah, this is doable. Oh, but Kix gets through both. He's right in between. You see number 8.
Help. He's
kind of splits him, but Beans is here.
Stay alive just long enough for the help to come in. The retakes have been great on A. Sorry, I don't know why I said B earlier. On A. Now can you do it on B if you are Falcons? 3 versus 2 for Falcons. Beans trying to find a different position. 20 seconds to go.
Well, Beans is thinking they're not going to defuse this, right? I mean, that's how both of them are playing this. They're not checking this bomb. Rox is finally going to get on it, and Joe's able to find 2. Again, just playing the clock. We kind of talked about it last week. You may not know the sort of style or instincts that these guys have, the way they like to play. And they're just starting to figure it out. Plant the bomb. They're not going to hop on it.
Yeah.
Let's just take our time. Just don't die, pretty much.
Yeah, and just Beans ends up in a position where he, I don't know, they're not able to kill both players and hop it. They got no idea where he's at. And, well, the fact Joe Deceives gets 2 is massive.
Yeah, I think he wins the first one, and then the second player, Roxas, just got on that bomb to start defusing. So they line up for him. He's able to find that double, and, yeah, then just not enough time on the clock for Falcons.
Well, it's the first time for Ultra, right? You were able to actually win it post-plant. Seems like you get Beans back in that position. He's able to make plays, but couple times there's been ultra good teamwork. Just somebody staying alive, somebody get there in time to help. Beans now out to 9. He gets 3 of them in that round. Well, sorry, 2 of them in that round because Joe had the other 2. Kicks another first blood, so he's getting some early picks for him. What can they turn it into? Joe couldn't finish one, but he's able to snap another. Now Kix is knifing people. He's going on a run. Abood wins his. Joe Deceives falls. Fast one there for Falcons. Kix is taking names early.
Yeah, I mean, Kix obviously get the first blood, then finds the player on the zip line, but King just, Joe misses like 1 bullet. King was able to play his life, then flash all the way through. And with that first blood, middle of the map is open. So as soon as King starts getting shot at, Roxas just works through the middle of the map, has his teammates back. And this is a back-and-forth battle.
Yeah, no one able to get any control in this search and destroy. You need this one desperately if you're Falcons. Can't risk going an 0-2 hole against a team like Toronto Ultra. They'll put you away. But yeah, Ultra trying to figure out how Falcons are going to play certain scenarios. They still haven't figured out the early game. It feels like it's mostly been these bloods for Falcons. Can they find another one here? Stunts hit on both sides of this. Now nades everywhere. Shots will hit. Another first blood for the Falcons side. This time it's directed. Kleenex just got to get out of here. I am out. Everybody is dropping. Early control from Falcons.
Yeah, I shut down A again. So now 2 versus 4 for Insight and Kleenex. You see Insight, that is just not the easiest gunfight. That's what makes A so difficult.
No, it's not. Good thing is you hit your shots. You're only hitting forehead, but it is a mean heady. Insight and Kleenex.
They find Roxas. This might be winnable. Insight thinking about watching Heli. There we go. Able to spot him. Now you can work the bomb.
A duo as old as time here, and Insight and Kleenex trying to bring it back in a 2 versus 4. Bomb planted. Now what can they do from this? They see one crossover to Heli. That'll be Insight. Kleenex, what position can he get to? Oh my God, doesn't get first shot, but he's able to snap. Insight can't win his one though, so it's all gonna be on Insight. His position's given up with the kill. Now to clutch in a 1 versus 2 with 30 seconds left. Can't do it. Back-to-back rounds. Now for Falcons.
Yeah, it's just as soon as they plant, right, they see Insight cross to Heli. And that is just a position, as soon as you cross over there, like, yeah, you can finesse and waste some time, but you're just going to get hunted, right? Yeah. And it was so early in that bomb plant. Kleenex does a good job winning that first gunfight, but there were still 30 seconds left in that 1 versus 2. They knew exactly where he was.
You need to stop him, and he is dropped. Nice job closing that one out. And again, you mean just put yourself in a 4v2 early on, have great advantage, and yeah, it gets a little scary, but they got enough to shut it down. Now you're a round away if you're Falcons from tying this one up at 1-1. See if Ultra can push it the distance.
And Ultra 3-0 on the year in Surge, so this would be their first S&D loss.
Kix trying to chow that fight with Insight. Didn't seem like anyone had the edge quite yet. Roxas waiting, buying his time. That nade is going to land on his toes. Hit the 25, but still alive. Another first blood. Abood this time around. Trying to chow it and trade it, at least as Kleenex. So you bring it back. Hiding in a bush is Roxas, as Kleenex is able to get another and another and another. Kleenex just chopping him down, putting the team on his back to get him to around 11. Dial up a triple there for Tobias.
Yeah, I mean, I was wondering how King got there, but he was able to flank through Spiral, get the first blood, but it's just, yeah, individual play out of Kleenex. His ability to stay alive in that A-bomb site finds the triple, looking for the ace.
There's one for Roxas. Takes it to a 1 versus 2, 30 seconds to go. They just keep toying with him. Just don't give him another freebie. Just checking it. Put a couple shots in. Keep on peeking it. Keep him honest, and then they'll push it out as he reloads. Great stuff there from Ultra. Incredible round from Kleenex.
Hey, he finds the ace there.
Oh, did he get the final one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As he swung out. We'll see it all from Kleenex here. One more there. And then the final chow, the ace for Kleenex in a big round 10 to get them to the round 11. Now, can you shut it down? The teams chat through what their strats are going to be here heading into the final round. Defense for Falcons. They've been great on their retakes. They've also been great with the first bloods. All the retakes have happened when they've had numbers. Can they get numbers again?
Well, they've defended A very well. But RCXD gonna be used. King gonna go for it. Maybe doesn't mean to zip right away, but Joe gets a first blood, punishes him, trying to hit the flank.
I thought he was just gonna hip fire chase him there in the face for a second.
That
I was
would
like,
have been insane.
oh yeah, it would have been absolutely insane. X did a chance here. Well, now it gets harder. Simtex in, backs him up, trying to win the fight. Oh, it's so awkward there with the railing. Insight gets one at the same time. It's down to Exit and Roxas, as they are in trouble now. They have to retake this 2-on-4. They've been so good at retakes, but they've always had numbers. Not the case here at all. This seems impossible. You just have to get a pick to even.
They're not going to give you one.
Yeah, you have to get a pick, and there's no chance to do it. Ultra win 2 straight rounds to close it out in round 11. Kleenex puts the team on his back in round 10 to get him there. And then it's a full effort. Abood's out of his chair. I think he's frustrated. Yeah, I know. Just dying the way he did. You saw him kind of smile after, like,
yeah, I think
my bad,
what
boys.
he's thinking is there's an RC car in play. Like, maybe I can get a timing, find that player, maybe get 2.
Well, he's with the guys taking risks for him.
It also could be like, sometimes you're in those scenarios. He might have like wanted to fake it and cancel it, but then Joe pieced it right at that time.
Maybe.
But the fact is, it's one of those risks you probably just don't need to take.
Yeah.
In a 4-on-4. Like, you have zip control. What else do you really need?
The look on his face kind of said oopsie to me.
Yeah, probably hit the wrong button.
Yeah, whatever it is. What we talked about in some of the hard points, like Ant was showing me, like it just had some kind of panicky moments. Maybe one of those kind of in around 11 that bites you, and you just gotta hope if it is like, nerves sometimes. These guys just playing the league for the first time, a lot of pressure, moving to the States, a lot going on, that you'll work on those moments and improve as we go. But it's a tough loss there, because you had a great comeback in the map 1. You just went down 100, so you didn't really have a shot, but you still brought it back and made it competitive. Here, you're in control. You're up 5-4. You think you got a map 2 victory, but Ultra step up. Kleenex makes an insane play with an ace in the round 10, and we get ready now to head to a protocol control to break that down. And our last 2 maps, we're going to kick it back over to the desk just to chat through things.
This is so excited right now. Protocol Control makes its appearance 5 days in.
Finally, we get some variety, Chris. I mean, come on.
Before we get to that, though, let's draw some conclusions. Jump right into this one for us, Ant. What do you got today?
Yeah, well, first things first, we got to talk about what happened at the start of the show. So let's get right into our conclusions here. All right, so what I want you guys to pay attention to right here, let's zoom in here. Listen, look at the facial expression the entire time. It goes from joy to just absolute anger. Look at the eyes, it's gonna tell all. And then he just kind of gently pulls this up. Listen, you gotta just rip this thing off, pull it straight off here. So let's play the clip and let's get into it, because my guy Joe was happy at first until he realized who it was.
Oh, Oh no!
I mean, come on. All right, now let's get into the actual clip. I got some real stuff to talk to you guys about. Okay, so you heard Clint and Joe talking about the retakes that were going on this map. So Vegas Falcons, they don't pull away with it, but this is actually an incredible retake. So we're going to talk about this here. So when teams decide to go down low, which is the default shadow here, they're going to send like 3 people down low and hold 1 guy in the building. This is insight in the building. So basically the only information he has is like middle and like he can see the windows here, right? So what you're going to see here from Falcons is they get fully aggressive here. They send 1 player all the way through P1 around to like pinch in case Insight were to pick up a kill here. And then number 8 also has information to try to chow that. So you're kind of converging. This is the first guy you have to kill is the guy in the house, right? And then you sort of want to trap everybody down low. And what you see is based on the information that they gathered mid, they are going to kill Insight. And you have King who got aggressive through mid, took over their P2 plat. So you have angles to go from down low in the building. You know the zip line right there. You can go from big door and you can also come down your spiral, right? So converge from all angles and sort of trap them, but it all starts with taking the space. So once you gather that information mid, King Abode gets pushed all the way up here to P2, just trying to play information. You see 7 on the minimap and number 8, they converge onto Insight, they take him out, and then you're just trying to draw people out of position here. So Roxas does a great job blowing up the trophy, throwing a nade to make it seem like they're gonna come down the zip line, but he actually repositions to go play trades with his teammates. And meanwhile, all this is happening, Toronto's trying to cover everything, spiral, zip line, big door, and you just don't have enough time to sort of facilitate that in the middle of a round. A great retake, and that's how you should approach it when they try to stack down low.
Drawing concluded. Well done, Nameless. Great breakdown. Toronto Ultra, back-to-back round 11s on Protocol Search and Destroy. Last week, it was Beans dropping 1,600 damage. This week, Queen X with 1,250. On the other side, Xnid was able to drop some big numbers of his own. Allie, is their life still in this Vegas squad?
Absolutely. Honestly, they should have won that search and destroy in my eyes. Toronto's post plants were awful throughout the entirety of that map number 2. And Toronto's very, very lucky that Joe was able to win a 1v1 versus... Excuse me, not 1v1. That Joe was able to get 2 kills to get them off the bomb plant around round 6. And also they were lucky that King Abode may have made a mistake and gets first blooded in that round 11 because Toronto were on the offensive and they have not been doing well on the attack. Every single time they got the bomb plant, it didn't matter if it was B or A, Falcons was able to get the retake almost every single time. So for Falcons, you're definitely kicking yourself, but I'm walking away from this like you almost just took that. Like you straight up almost just took that map off Toronto.
With your S-tier squad, Nameless. So Toronto playing against the team that was in everyone's list at the very bottom of the coaches poll. So are you worried about Toronto Ultra, or is this a testament to Vegas Falcons?
No, yeah, I was gonna say, you can't take anything away from Falcons on this map. I mean, I thought King did a good job of like getting really aggressive, getting pushed up. He has a hard job, the hardest on the team by far. I think, you know, some of those rounds, he got pushed up. They're looking for the trade on Beans on the back gun. It just doesn't come through, right? But they have the right idea. Their retakes are great, and their early aggression, they're doing the right things. It's just these small situationals that only with reps against the best in the world that you're gonna get better at. So for them, it's getting better and better with each match, and you could see the emotions, man. They had that one.
Final question. Why are you so excited for Control on Protocol?
I mean, just variety, point blank, period. We've had Vault every single series.
We're about to find out why we don't play
Also,
it.
if you're a Falcons fan, this is a good map for you because they typically run more ARs, and on this map, you'll see way more ARs.
Maven and Mervin, take it away.
Mervin.
Thank you so much. We continue on, but yeah, no, let's start talking about Falcons. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I thought one of 2 things. Like, they were going to come in like this and be kind of competitive and get better. They were going to come in and get choke slammed. I mean, it was one of the 2. And I think they have been competitive. It's just like we've said 10 times over the course of this broadcast, how's it look a month or 2 from now?
Yeah, I mean, individual talent's there. Yeah, they're just going to have to...
need more than that.
You have to learn from every single one of these games. Big time. You can see the passion, and obviously you bring in Clay for a big part of this, right?
Yeah,
Someone like him with his pedigree.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of casual fans will watch, and you'll see Call of Duty, and not always the biggest skill gap title. You think, oh, I can shoot like that. I dropped these amount of kills in pubs. Skill isn't everything. Being able to shoot straight's not everything. It is how fast the top players make decisions, how fast they make decisions as a team. And it's just, it's quick.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I play a lot of ranked. There are definitely some shooters out there.
Yeah, you can shoot, but it's not the biggest part of it. It's not.
There's a good amount of those shooters that are probably cheating.
That is probably...
In my successful reports seem to agree.
Oh, that's probably true, Joe. That's probably true. At first, I thought you were just gassing your teammates, but now I'm following you.
Well, it depends. If they're on my team, let's get it.
Into the Protocol. First time we're seeing it. We'll see if this ends up being a map. for Falcons. Ant liked the decision, but running through him early will be Ultra.
Yeah, and let's just talk differences, right, between like Vault and something like Protocol. Obviously, Vault is a map, I think, a lot more 50-50. You're not going to see too many offensive round wins, I don't believe, on Protocol, due to this B area, right? Because you see it on like the well, a great nade there by Kleenex. Just like A-Bomb, you can play from computers, you hop up on the heady, you can see all of the B point. Plus, as soon as a sub or two gets in your base, right in this area, good luck.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
We might be into the good luck part of this broadcast. Is Insight finding freebies, Kleenex, or roaming your base. You're kind of all over the map right now if you are Falcons. They can test to the point for a second now. They're able to get on it today and start to make a little bit of progress. So weak as X did, trying to brief out the door, but the nade will hit. Great nade and shot there from Insight. You saw the same thing or similar from Kleenex a couple moments ago. Coming up with some big multi-kills, but trying to stop the clock for a second to get onto A was Roxas. Just worried about pressure from everywhere, it feels like.
Yeah, it is just not Ultra just not giving them anything. That's going to be a 3 dead. So you execute. Now it's on a King. 0-4 start for him. But yeah, I mean, Ultra are just like, we're just gonna stay patient, pay our positions. Once they get on the objective, we'll go. But now you can just see all the purple arrows that are just on the left side of your map. Kleenex with a double, 6 seconds. Falcons down a lot. 8 lives, only 15 to go.
Let's see if they can get the minute extension, though. The nades are going to get hit again. No trophy coverage there. Every time they've got a body onto A, it's dropped quickly. They're able to pick up one in the window, though, and they have somebody on the point with 2 seconds remaining. It'll be excellent position. Kick's trying to help with the window. Not going to help, though, as the flank comes in from Kleenex. Now it's on Exid to kill everybody. It's not going to happen. Pressure soars on forward, and calm, cool, collected, dominant from Ultra.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're happy you get 2 takes there, honestly, because that could have been a shutout round there from Ultra. But like I said, they just got into a great spot, played top ammo, played around the zip lines. The Kleenex is 9-1 playing off spawners.
But I think the reason they get 2 ticks is because you played it very patiently and well if you're Ultra. Like, what's the one way that goes south? If you, like, send it out to try and get somebody cleared off it and go, like, 4 dead. Instead, they just played it so. There's one person on it, right? Just take our time. Get the kills covering him first and then collapse. Because, you know, you get a little bit impatient in that type of moment, and suddenly it's like, oh, God.
Yeah, I think that's what Falcons are trying to do, right? When you saw, you know, Roxas just sort of tap the point, get off of it. He's trying to just cause a distraction, get someone to overpeak. Just doesn't happen.
He was tweaking in that moment, too. You can tell he was so worried about pressure from everywhere. Kleenex right back to it. He's 11-1, by the way. 4 straight. Right back onto the point for a second, but he still wants to hunt. Did have one working up in front of him, but I think his teammate picks that up. Tough gunfight in front. Doesn't get first bullet, but gets the last one. As he snaps again, the spree will end at 5. No success really around the objective yet, but they're finding kills.
Well, I mean, they're buzzing the clock. I mean, you have, while you've been working B, you've had a player on A. Insight's just been hanging out. He's 4-3. So he's been making progress. A couple of kills do finally come in. But Joe, going to try to get aggressive. Now it's down to Kleenex. So you deal with, what, 20 seconds or so of the game clock? But you've lost 9 lives if you are Falcon. So Ultra doing what they want to do. Playing around this lane, trying to bleed them out and pausing that clock. Now they're going to have to work the middle of the map.
Almost the second ticket, Kleenex trying to snap back and help. Did spot one top window to deal with as well. So 13-2 in this. 40 seconds to go, though, eventually. The play is going to have to come towards the objective, and now they're going to send it out mid-map. You see 3 people flying out. They're able to win one of their ones, lose another. Joe tries to get straight to the backside of it and disrupt kind of spawners, stagger that, but he's not able to win that fight. Exton then gets the angle, gets one. Insight staying down. The help is there just in time from Kleenex. The contest is in, but there's the kill. Oh, nice snap, I thought for a sec, maybe to get another, but you get the minute extension, Joe.
Well, and those are big kills there by Tix, because if he goes down there, number 1 in Beans off spawn was starting to work towards B, and that's when we talk about those transition plays. After capturing that A, they can maybe put 3 on B. Instead, Tix able to find those hills. He's still on 4 in a row. What was a major life advantage, now a 1 life advantage here for Falcons. Make it 2 as they have slowed this round down.
What did it get up to, like 8?
Yeah, 8 or 9, yeah.
Yeah. No, so you definitely brought it back, but part of that just due to the Ultra had to start throwing bodies mid-map and trying to get onto the point. Can they actually win the round? I see 2 more ticks over at B. With a minute left, it might come down to lives. It might come down to the point. Oh, it certainly might come down to lives. Roxas, I didn't think he was winning that one, but he is able to slide on through. Only teammate to be able to win a fight. 8v8. Beautiful timing as he wraps out, just trying to get the angle onto Kleenex. I wasn't sure if he was going to finish it, but he did.
When Kleenex was trying to find him, his two teammates were working that point. You do have another tick in, so 1 to go. But you clean up some kills. You have some mid-map control. It's a 5 versus 5, though, as Insight just finds a couple of picks. Roxas, though, stays patient. Great awareness onto the second snap. Sees up to 10 and 8.
A hell of a play there. Now 2 versus 4. Beans and Joe deceives. The new part of this Ultra team trying to be the playmakers. Roxas, though, should have a freebie. He had eyes on him. Wasn't that free. Nearly drops. Now it's on Beans, though. 1 versus 4. They got his position. They got the tags on him.
Oh, not again!
No!
Okay, all right. Whew.
Well, it's either death by map or death by 4-man firing squad, as he was, he had nowhere to go. But you're able to hold. You do get the tick advantage if you're Ultra. You get, what, 5 total there. So good effort, even though you don't get the win. But it was really just that great sequence near the end of the first point capture where they kind of deleted that 8-point. Well, they went from an 8-life disadvantage to like up 2.
Yeah, it was right around here, right? We're seeing it from Chase POV. Cleans up A, then starts to work the spawn kills. Ultra have to trade that one, just not able to do so. He starts to get going, and yeah, just nice patience. There was a couple of chances, I think, for Ultra to maybe get 3 on it, but there was always like 1 player left, and they were worried about that player. Like Roxas through the top middle, Kleenex wasn't able to find him. So there was only 1 or 2 on B, so you don't get that objective in.
Roxas, 5 spree late in that round. He makes the big play to close it out when it's 5v5. So an awesome moment from him. It'll try to take that moment right into the next round. Not able to do it. Because the streak will end there. We're about to have fights kind of all over the map. Bood looking for his engagement, trying to flank enemy lines will be Xnid. I say you got a long stretch there was like no gunfights.
Well, again, we saw in round 1, Ultra's not going to peek until someone's on the objective. You've had like number 6 Xnid inside Ultra's base for 30 seconds now, where this is normally where you want to pause the clock. You have to get on the objective, even if it's just 1, to stop that timer. Because now you're in a spot with 45 seconds left, and what do you have to work with? It's nothing.
Yeah, no. It's working into what Ultra want to do. That's for sure. Well, it's desperation time offensively. Abood hits the shots at range, worried about the pressure coming in from behind enemy lines. And he'll find that kill by Beans as well. He's able to stop the clock at 22.5. Not going to stay up for long, though. Survival on the objective has been the difficult part here for Falcons. 2 dead, though. Maybe a chance. Nope.
Well, you're going to have 2 players on it. Should get some close spawns, but yeah, Kleenex is just to be trying to flank your reinforcements while Ultra come off spawn, and yeah, I think Kleenex finds the timing, does just that. SMGs just live in that ammo building. They find so many different angles, and now you are, well, you got no time left. You don't have a tick. Ultra in control.
Yeah, no, I know well, neither team's been able to win an offense, but we got Beans casting spells again. Dude, he is comedy. I just want to know what he's saying. Is he actually saying anything, you think?
Yeah, I think I have an idea of what he's saying.
What are they doing?
Yes.
Yeah, that might be the case. Just dumbfounded at times, he seems, but I mean, they have been in control. There hasn't been much on offense for Falcons at all. I know they've gotten 3 ticks, but
I mean, it could be spells. He is British.
That's true. That's true. Big Harry Potter fan. Probably own several of those wands. I own 1.
I got 2.
You have 2? Yeah. Went to Universal. I sometimes cast spells when I'm bored. Beans. Trying to find the pick, but I'll just slide out onto it. Work to pause that clock as you were trying. Just try to keep a body on it. Give yourself a chance to maybe bring this down to lives. Joe Deceives somehow staying up. Not for long, though. Finally, he will drop. Nearly a good finesse out the window. Beans has got coverage here now from the trophy, and with his teammates finding kills and the coverage from the top window, I mean, Beans is doing it all right now.
Yeah, just playing his life. Now you have another player in. Again, once you pause that clock, it allows Kleenex to get pushed up. The AR is doing their job, locking down the middle of the map as Insight's able to find another one. That's 6 in a row for both the ARs, make it 7. Great snap. It's going to be 3 dead. Roxas does get 1, but you might have a transition right on to B.
That was a nice stretch from Beans, though. You got 4 kills. They were all around the objective. I mean, he got to it and got the entire capture himself, basically. That was great stuff, and obviously his teammates are helping through that, but still good individual stuff. Now you have to work B, and, well, you're in a better position than you were last time through, because you kind of threw away that life advantage in getting the A capture. This time you maintain it. Insight's like, just give me the angle. And yeah, well, he gets the angle and actually just buries him.
Yeah, nice shots by Exton. Kicks has been chilling number 8, just in the spawn for a while, so he's trying to find a couple of picks, maybe deal with the players off spawn. Joe just trying to work through bottom computers, but not going to find it this time, though. It'll be CleanX there for the trade.
Let's see what it develops to. Once they get bottom mid control, where the attack will come from. Exton's still winning fights. Oh, they're all winning fights. So it's really just going to be CleanX bottom, so nice hold there. And you're kind of staring at the screen asking questions, Joe.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was just thinking, like, yeah, what does CleanX do here? And the stun hits, but that's going to be 3 dead. He's able to find a pick. They don't push CleanX down low after the stun connects, so they're thinking, let's cut off the reinforcements, but somehow Joe finds 2. So now you have all the numbers here if you were Ultra. Whew. But again, just this B point, so difficult to work.
Well, regardless, you're giving yourself a defense. If you are Ultra, still dancing around with a 2 KD is CleanX. 4 straight currently for him.
There we go.
This is probably your chance to get on it. Looks like they get 2 bodies on it. First bit of progress is done. Insight trying to spot from top, just barely able to stay alive. Maybe buys a little bit of extra time to get a teammate in position. That'll be Beans that'll push up. He's going to be double swung on, though, and you nearly get there, but yeah, it's just tough to hold. So many angles. The retake comes in. You're going to have one more crack at this. You only need a tick, but certainly more efficiency here out of Ultra offensively.
Yeah, and I think that was just another scenario that there could have probably been another body on it earlier. Earlier, maybe the map is done. Because now it's a 7 versus 7. Chase is able to get 2, so we might be headed to a round 5. But CleanX is just a unit on the map right now, 29 and 14, doing whatever the hell he wants.
Well, he was the hero of map 2 in that round 10 with the ace. He just dropped, so I don't know if he's going to get back into the action in time to make a play, or will he? His teammates are clutching up. Roxas holding the angle. They're able to gun him to sleep, though. Kicks this up next. He's shooting everything with the players. Great job shouldering it. They swing out. They close it. They're laughing it up. His Ultra shut it down offensively in the round 4. They get the victory. Falcons made them work for it, but they controlled it.
Yeah, I mean, you switch it up, you go for the protocol control. I think it looks a little bit better there for Falcons. Ultra get a rep, but yeah, I mean, just the individual plays. Yeah, from the likes of CleanX, Beans there at the end of that defensive round into the attacking to get A. You're getting better, I think, if you're Falcons.
I mean, I don't know if it's happening yet. They're getting better, but you've kind of showed the same thing in most of your matchups. Just an ability to hang, kind of a slaying department, to push back and forth a bit. It's just sometimes in the respawns, it's just around the objective. The kills aren't turning into time in hardpoint or turning into round wins. And that's something you hope they can work on, but you see the talent on display of Ultra just a little bit too much. Is what? I mean, they're playing together well as a unit, plus you have CleanX dropping nearly 30.